again, one of the things that I'm going to ask you to begin thinking about from this moment forward is, what is really most important to you? What are those things that are true to you that never change? What are those values you want to bring into Iranian society, into the government, into the neighborhoods? What are those places that you want to connect your values to, and how you can bring that forward? Once a leader understands that about himself or herself, what opens up for you is the ability to communicate it to others very clearly. Effective leadership and effective leaders are people who are able to clearly communicate their values, and people naturally believe them and engage with them because they know that they are speaking the truth, because it comes right from their heart. It's their values. There's no need to convince people. There's no need to ask people to believe in something that you don't believe in, because that will never work. Ultimately, your power and your strength as a leader comes from being able to communicate those core values clearly and consistently. We'll work on how you identify those. This is a time for you to start to think about, what are those for you? What are those pieces and places that have always been there? What are those things about you that make you you, and uniquely you? Because I believe that everyone has something unique to bring to the world, and that's what's going to define your success as a leader. One of the things that will happen as you start to bring this natural enthusiasm forward and start to share those core values with people is you will begin to draw other people who feel similarly. In the later sessions, we'll talk about how to build team and how you can do that effectively and draw on the various skills and competencies that are needed to create change. The key at this point is that as you communicate this, you're going to be able to find those other people out there who will be able to and want to work with you, which is the exciting part about leadership, is that when it really works, it flows. It's natural. You have the power to start doing this without even really doing anything different than bringing out who you are and what you're about. That's one of the reasons that I think leadership at this point is so different, is that you can begin to change this. It's not about telling others what to do. It's not about making other people do things that they don't want to do. It's about inspiring others. And that inspiration comes from your desire and ability to create change and the passion you have for doing it. As you understand this throughout the process of leadership, what you're going to do is you're going to see and feel more of your own willingness to create change, because you will be getting the feedback from others. You will be seeing how others respond to you. And that, again, it becomes a natural, very organic process. Leadership is not about putting something on. It's not about becoming someone that you're not. It's ultimately, in the end, about becoming more of who you already are. You have inside you right now everything that you need to be an effective leader. You have the vision, you have the talents, you have the strength to do this. What hasn't happened to this point is you haven't identified that piece in yourself. That's a lot of the work that I do with people here in the United States and throughout the world, is helping them to see that piece in themselves which already exists. And I see that there is so much potential in Iran, so many people there that care so deeply about this country and really want to create the change. What this course will do is to help you see those talents and strengths in yourself so clearly and allow you to go out and communicate that with others. That's the difference in how we're going to take a look at leadership in this course, and it's how you are going to be able to move forward and create what it is that you want to see. At the end of each one of these sections on the slides that are provided to you, there are 3 questions, sometimes perhaps a few more, that will help guide your thinking as you move forward. And the 3 questions I'm going to ask you to think about today are as follows. What are the needs that you see in this community? What is it that you really do want to change? And I want you to think about how you can identify that as specifically as possible. I know we'd all like more prosperity. I know we would all like peace. I know we would all like to see the big changes in the world. I'm going to ask you to think about the changes that are right outside your front door, that are immediate, that you can create the change for. What are the needs in your community? Justice, freedom, democracy, civil liberties. You see all of the broad needs that Iran has at this point, and you want to create that change. I'm asking you to think about how you can bring the desire to create that change right to your front door. What is it that is in front of you at this moment that you're going to be able to change? Begin to think about that. What strengths do you bring to your leadership? Again, we're going to be going through this in even more detail soon. Start to think about what is it that you bring to this process of change that is uniquely yours. And why do you want to lead? Where's that passion? What is it that's drawing you into this? And the more that you start to focus and identify on this, the more that you're going to be able to communicate it to others and to draw them in to join you in creating that change. So as we wrap up today, I want to thank you all for the courage to really go through this process, for what it is that you're doing to create change in your country, and for being willing to take a look at leadership in an entirely different way, and one in which I am very confident will get you to where you want to go in creating the change. Thank you.